Hey guys, MrGannyK here, and welcome to mine and Campbell's predictions for the BPL season. So the Barclays Premier League kicks off in 24 hours time, pretty much.
Less than 24 hours.
Yeah. What do you think? Do you think it's going to be a good season?
I think it'll be a lot closer than what it was last season. If I'm being honest, I don't think. I think the top four or the top five will be better this season.
Right. Okay.
I think
Yeah.
Arsenal, Man United, Man City, Liverpool will all be more consistent and better. I
No,
don't.
I'd agree with that.
I think Chelsea will be the same, but I think the other teams will challenge them more.
Yeah, to be honest, before we did this video, me and Campbell were speaking about it, and he made a valid point that no one was consistent last season. City were off form. Their formation was a massive problem last season. Obviously, United were doing a rebuilding job after Moyes. Obviously, Liverpool were out of it. Arsenal were coming into the fold, but obviously they always have complications throughout a full season. Anyway, let's go on to our top six for the BPL season. So, Campbell, who have you got to go?
Top six. My top six is Arsenal.
Arsenal. Whoa, Arsenal to win it.
Arsenal to win it.
Why? Why would you go them?
I just think they've made a few good signings. I think they've got a degree of consistency, and I think they'll challenge. So my top six will be Arsenal,
Okay.
Man City,
All right.
Man United,
Okay.
Chelsea, Liverpool,
Okay. So Liverpool come fifth, right?
and I think it's an outside bet for sixth. I would say Stoke.
Really? Okay. Right. Well, I see where he's coming from with some of them.
Thanks.
My top six has to be. I think Chelsea will do well again this season. They've brought Falcao in, which is I think is a good signing. I think he'll really kick on under a manager like Mourinho. I also think that they're really good with grinding out results. Chelsea are just expert at doing that. I think second will be United. I hate to say it, but Campbell's team I think have brought some good players in, and under a manager like Van Gaal, I think they'll just do really well. I think they'll come really close this season. Arsenal come third. I just don't think they have enough. I still think they need to strengthen the defensive mid and the striker because they're such big positions, especially the defensive mid. That is kind of Matic for Chelsea is an amazing player and kind of is that breaker of attacks for opponents really. Fourth, I think it's going to be City. I don't think Liverpool will get in the top four. Liverpool will come fifth, and for sixth, I'm going to say Southampton. I think Southampton will do well this season. Under a manager like Koeman, the way he makes that team, they just work for the ball. The formation's brilliant, and they've not done many bad signings either. So yeah, that's going to be my top six.
Okay.
Right, on to relegated teams. So this is one that Campbell kind of asked me, and I took a really big thought at it. So I'll go first.
You go first.
We're looking at the league table.
Yep.
I think Leicester will go down. I just think Ranieri's come in, but he's not made a lot of good signings. So, by the way, there isn't a ghost; it's just Flora. So, I just think that Leicester will go down. I just don't think they've got enough to stay in the Premier League this time around. I'm probably going to say Watford will go down as well, and Bournemouth. I still think those two sides have not strengthened enough in the summer, but there might be a surprise on the cards, really. What about you, Campbell?
I think Leicester will stay up. I don't think they'll go down. My three for going down are West Ham, Watford.
Ooh, West Ham.
West Ham will go down.
Jeez.
Watford and Sunderland.
So West Ham, Watford, and Sunderland. Why West Ham?
Because I think they've made the wrong signing with the manager. I think it's for sentimental reasons. I don't think he'll do enough this season to keep them up.
See, we've got a different opinion in this because I like Slavan Bilic. Obviously, his Besiktas team knocked out Liverpool last season, and I think he does make hard-working teams. But I think, I could see where you were coming from. They aren't in the Europa League though. Do you not think because of?
No, I just don't think. I think he's the wrong manager there.
Okay, fair enough. So right,
Watford, I don't know a lot about them, but I think they'll struggle, and I think Sunderland. In fairness, I think Dick Advocaat made the wrong decision by coming back. I think once he decided to go, he should have went. I don't think he'll last the season. I think he'll go. I think he'll probably resign during the season. I think they'll go down.
To be fair, I bet the odds on that are quite good for Dick Advocaat to leave because obviously in the last few seasons you've seen Gus Poyet leave, you've seen Di Canio leave, and obviously they always get a manager around the time. What is it? Is it the Tyne-Wayside Derby? All the time. So maybe this year it might be the same thing. But anyway, right, to the last two that we're going to be doing for our predictions. Best signing for this season. Who do you think is going to be the guy that everyone thinks that was an amazing signing at the end of the season?
But you've got to realise, that the best signing up until now, or the best signing once the transfer window's closed. The best signing up until now, I think, will be.
Well, the signing that will have the best season.
I think it'll be one of two.
Okay, right. Okay, we'll do two. Short list.
What's the guy that signed for Man United? The Portuguese guy.
Portuguese guy.
Is he Portuguese?
Oh, you're thinking about Depay, aren't you? Yeah, he's from Holland.
Right. I think Depay or Benteke.
Really?
Yeah, I think they'll be the signings of the season. I'm not sure which. I think probably Benteke will score more goals, but I think from an overall performance, I think Depay may just get it.
Right. Okay. No. I think my best signing Depay would be a really good shot. I think Depay's got everything to. He's got all the tools in his toolkit to become as good as Ronaldo. I think he really does. He doesn't have the height that Ronaldo does, but I think he's just really quick feet. He's got a knack of shooting. So I'd probably say Depay, or I'm gonna say Benteke as well, because for the next section I'm gonna say someone else. So yeah, I'm gonna say pretty much the same as Campbell. I think those two are gonna be top signings for both teams. So the next one, which kind of can go into the best signing as well, is best newcomer to the league. You can say Depay again, and you can do a short list because I'm going to do that. I'm going to do two players.
I think it'll be one of two players. I think it'll be, I can't remember the guy's name. I think it'll be the new right back that Man United have signed.
Matteo Darmian. Yeah,
it could be him.
Yeah, he's a good shout.
Or who have Arsenal recently signed?
They've signed Czech.
A newcomer though.
No, Czech was kind of the biggest signing. I don't think they've made anyone else that I can think of off the top of my head. City haven't signed anyone, I don't think. Schweinsteiger? Nah, I don't think he'll do it.
I think it'll be the guy I've just mentioned.
Okay, so Darmian, no one else?
Or I'm going to leave my number 2 out. That's my number 1 up until now. I'll have a number 2 once the signing's finished. Once the signings timescale's finished.
Okay, right, okay. Well, I think my shortlist, I'm gonna say kind of 3 people because I'll make up for Campbell here.
Thanks.
But I think he's got a good shout with Darmian. I think Darmian's a really good player. I remember when he played against England in the World Cup, when we played Italy, and a lot of people didn't know who the hell he was. But I think he's kicked on for Torino, and I think he will be a really good signing for United. So he could be a best newcomer to the league. Joe Gomez as well, that Liverpool have bought. You probably gave me a weird look then, but if you've watched him in pre-season, he's like 19 years of age. He's come from, I think it was Championship or League One, and he looks really good, like a really composed, full defender. He can play left back, play centre back, right back. He probably could play even in goal somehow. But I think either him, but probably the top pick has to be Roberto Firmino. I'm going to be biased with it because obviously he's now a Liverpool player, but I think he's just got really quick feet, and if he's anything similar to Coutinho and the way Coutinho is for Liverpool, I think he's gonna be really good. I think he's got a bit more about him than Coutinho. I think he's got a better shot. But yeah, I think he's gonna be best newcomer.
An outside chance, if I could just
Go on.
interject, will be Gary Mackay.
If anyone knows who he is, put it down in the comments. Right, so to finish, the worst signing of the season. Who do you think it's going to be? Actually, we'll finish on another thing, but this is second to last.
Signing, I'm not au fait with all the signings that went on, but I think the worst signing in terms of what they've cost and what they'll deliver will
I already
be,
know this.
God, shows you how good he is. I can't even remember his name.
Raheem Sterling?
Yeah, I don't think.
Knew it! I knew it!
I do not think he will. I think it will maybe take him a few seasons. I think he will come across as, if you take how much they've paid for him against what you expect to get from him, there may be worse players in the league, but in terms of expectations, I don't think he'll live up to it. I think just now, I heard somebody say today, somebody say, I think in the gym this morning, that Man City have bought a guy who's a good sprinter. He's got the potential to be a good football player, but he's a good runner. And
no, I agree. I think the problem with Sterling, like, I think he just doesn't have an end product, and I think that's where Depay is really good as a signing for United. Like, Depay has an end product, and he has a really good shot on him. But no, I kind of agree with it, but I'm going to say Schweinsteiger. I said this to some people at work so I've got a lot of United fans that I used to work with on a different team, and I was just thinking, they always used to say, oh, Schweinsteiger, we've got this big guy. He's a name though at the end of the day. Like, he'll be living up to the expectation that he'll win a title like every season, like he did with Bayern. I don't think that's going to happen with United, but I think also United have got him on a decrease of form. Guardiola said that he's not been fit for the past how many seasons, and I think if a manager like Guardiola saying that, I think it's gonna show under Van Gaal as well.
But in fairness, he hasn't played in the Premiership. He's under a new manager. No. He's got something to prove. I don't agree with you. I think definitely, without question,
Raheem Sterling. 49 million. Wow. Right, last one. We'll finish on this. Player of the season.
I've got one to finish on. So
okay.
Player of the season will be
din, 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 din. I don't know why it was meant to be a drum roll.
I think the player of the season is going to be the guy that
don't say scores the most.
The guy I was going to say Glenn Johnson, but I've changed my mind. So I'm going to say the guy that Man United signed from Southampton. I think he will be the player of the season.
Schneiderlin?
Yeah, I think he'll be the player of the season.
Thing is, I don't know if you're saying that because, like, when I used to play football, I used to play defensive mid or centre back. I've got a thing about that position. How every big team in the world has that position down to a T. It's just perfect. But no, fair play. So right, okay. My player of the season is probably. I can't really look past Aguero here or Sanchez.
Disappointed in that selection, Cam. Disappointed. I thought you were maybe. I thought you'd be a bit more ambitious than that. I think you're living on past glory.
I think Aguero is just too.
You'll be out for part of the season, aren't you?
It's a very good point. You know what? I'll go for a different person then. I will go for. See, I'm trying to get look at the table here and think about the best players. I don't think Liverpool will get a player of the season. I don't think City. The only person in that City team that could is probably Aguero. You know what? Outside chance, go for Harry Kane. He does it. He does as good as last season. Yeah, I'm going to go for Harry Kane.
Right, I've got two. I don't want reasons. I just want a name for both.
Okay.
Top scorer.
Oh, right. Okay, I like this. Top scorer, I think will be Harry Kane. That's why I'll get Player of the Season.
I think this season, for me, and again I'm being biased here, I think he'll be playing in his out-and-out striker role, which he probably doesn't prefer. He prefers to probably play more in midfield, but I think when Rooney will...
See, I was thinking about Rooney, but I wasn't too sure. I really wasn't too sure.
I think he'll score a lot of goals this season.
Okay.
And the last one,
Right.
name the manager. I know it's...
We did this.
Who will get the chop. The first manager to get the chop.
Go on, because you answer first.
I think it'll be one or two. I think it'll be the Spurs manager,
Pochettino, okay.
or I think it will be the manager at West Ham.
Slavan Bilic.
Yeah.
Right, okay. So, see, Campbell probably already knows, man, because he kind of, like, discussed, like, this before. But Brendan Rodgers, I think he's the only manager I know of in this league right now that if he doesn't do well until January, he's out. That's it. That's game over type of thing. I think a lot of Liverpool fans know that, and it's kind of last chance saloon for him. If he doesn't get it right in this like short space of time, he will receive the chop.
The reason I don't think Rodgers will be sacked this season is that I don't think there is anybody out there, if you're Liverpool owners or whatever else, that will only get rid of him if they know they can get somebody else or the person that they want. And I don't think there's anybody currently out there that they would risk, because the next person they've got to bring in has got to deliver something. And I don't think anybody worth their salt just now, it's not going to come in the next season.
The only reason why I think they'll do it in January is because Klopp is on his sabbatical till then. Klopp is the only manager right now that I can think of off the top of my head that has got experience in the Champions League, has got experience getting to a final of a Champions League. Obviously, Champions League's a big thing for Liverpool, European Cups.
The only manager, if I was a Liverpool supporter, that I would potentially want as a replacement would be Ancelotti.
Possibly, yeah, possibly.
But I don't think they're going to get rid of Rodgers this season. I don't think he's going to have that bad a season. I think
Really?
he'll do well. I think he's got to compete with Arsenal, and I think it'd be unfair if he gets fifth. Bearing in mind, it's taken. Arsenal haven't won a league for quite a number of years.
10 years.
If you look at the amount of money that Man City and Chelsea spend.
But Liverpool, like, this is what I don't get. Like, Liverpool, we spent last year like 100 million, and now this year we spent like 70. We spend in the same ballpark, but we just don't get the same caliber of player.
So again, we'll have to agree to disagree.
Right. So, you went with Rodgers, I went with Rodgers. You went with Pochettino or Slavan Bilic.
Yep.
Okay. Well, there are predictions for the BPL season. I think it's going to be a really good season. I think it will be really competitive, and I'm really looking forward to it. So, guys, I want to say a huge thank you for watching. The hell was that? If you want to actually do your predictions as well, feel free to put it in the comments of this video. If you like the video, guys, give it a like. If you disliked it, give it a dislike. Thank you very much for watching, guys. MrGannyK out.
Oh, hello.
See you later, guys.